class is Yoga for a Rainy Day. I hope you're able to take about 15 minutes of your evening, maybe your morning, just for yourself to really unwind and feel a little bit more grounded. So today's practice, we're going to start right on our backs in a comfortable position, laying down. If you'd like, you can place a bolster under the backs of your knees. Otherwise, you could have your knees bent or out long. And just start to find a position that's comfortable for you today. Starting to connect with the environment that you're in. Noticing any sounds around you right now. Can you hear the rain outside? Paying attention to your senses. What do you hear? Do you smell anything? What can you feel? Taking about a minute here just to settle in. Making sure that you're connecting with yourself as well and how you're doing in this moment. Allow your breath to continue at a natural pace of breathing. And as you start to unwind, pay attention to your breath and the exhale in specific. Notice if there's any tension, perhaps pain in your body, and seeing if with your out-breath, if you're able to release any of that as you can sink deeper into the ground, deeper into unwinding. You can thank yourself for showing up today, for your willingness to practice and make yourself feel good, despite it being a gloomy, rainy day. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and bring a bit of movement in by wiggling the toes and the fingers. And right away, bringing your knees up towards your chest. Maybe you lift your head or bring your knees a little bit closer. It may feel nice to rock from side to side as you feel your back open up. And then we'll go ahead and bring the legs out long and our arms above our head for a full body stretch. Big breath in and exhale to come back to that little ball and giving yourself a hug. And when you're ready, we'll just hold on to our right knee as we extend the left leg out long, keeping that right knee in our chest. Maybe rolling the right ankle, flexing those toes. And if it feels okay, we'll just gently allow the knee to splay open. You can support it with your arm underneath or place a block here. As we take 3 deep breaths, really seeing if we can release any tension. On your last out breath, bring that knee back to center and just gently cross it over towards the left. It doesn't have to go anywhere near the ground. Just feel a gentle opening in your right hip as we twist. And we'll take 2 more big breaths here. And with care, bring that knee back to center and bring the left knee also into your chest. Again, giving yourself a hug and then extending the right leg out long as we keep our left in our chest. Maybe rolling that ankle, flexing the feet and toes. And if it feels okay, we'll just start to gently open up towards the left. Bless me. And taking 3 deep breaths here. Again, supporting that leg. And on the last out breath, bringing that knee across towards the right for a small and gentle twist. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. And coming back to center. Let's go ahead and bring our knees into our chest one more time. And while you're here, I want you to lift up your head if you're able to and whisper something kind to yourself. Could be, I am strong. I can weather the storm. Anything you need right now. We'll go ahead and bring our knees out, keeping our hands on them. And we'll just start to create some circles. Going one way, seeing if we're able to connect our movements with our breath. Maybe inhaling, coming to the top, and exhaling as we come back down and around. Going at your own pace is important. And then we'll switch directions. It's okay if you hear a little bit of cracking, just make sure you're not in any pain and you're listening to your body. Let's go around one more time. Then we'll bring the feet to the ground and we'll windshield wiper our legs, keeping our feet nice and planted about hip width apart. Just start to open up our legs from side to side. You'll feel a pretty big stretch in your hips, your hip flexors, and maybe your low back, so be mindful. And again, going at your own pace. And the next time you're down at the right side, we'll just let the knees fall towards the ground as we connect with our breath in this twist. Taking long, big breaths in and out. We'll stay here for 3 full breaths. And on your last exhale, coming back to center and just going to the opposite side, letting the knees fall towards the ground. And we take 3 breaths to ourselves here. And on the last out breath, coming back to center, and we'll just extend either of our arms above our head as we roll onto that side, supporting ourselves with our hand planted firmly to the ground. We can take a moment here. And when you're ready, we'll bring ourselves up to a tabletop position. It's probably pretty hard. All right, little outfit adjustment. So we'll come to plant our wrists beneath our shoulders, nice and strong, really gripping our fingers into that mat. We'll keep our knees underneath our hips. And when you're ready, inhale to drop the belly and look up. And exhale, round the spine. Feel yourself grounding through all your fingers. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Find your flow here as we move through cat-cow. time you're at a flat back, let's go ahead and plant our right hand right in front of our face as we come on up with the left, taking a big breath in and exhaling to come and rest on that shoulder. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. You can place this hand where it is. You can also bring it behind you or out long, whatever suits your body today. And then we'll ground through our hand, pushing ourselves back up and just switching sides, planting the left hand now in front of our face as we come on up with our right hand and exhale to thread the needle through as we rest here. 3 deep breaths. And on the last exhale, pushing ourselves back up to center, and we'll walk our hands back so we're sitting on our knees or a pillow here. We'll just bring the wrists together, kind of move them around, maybe make a wave, just create circles with them, really stretching out the wrists. And we'll go ahead and plant them, except what we're going to do is actually twist our hand backwards, giving ourselves some wrist love. So we'll play around with that range of motion. You'll feel a pretty big stretch in the wrists, so just be mindful of that. Maybe bringing them from side to side. Or you can just keep wiggling them, whatever feels good. And we'll come to plant the hands back again. And we'll curl those back toes under as we push ourselves up into downward facing dog. And we'll just walk it out here. And taking a breath in, we'll just exhale to plank. Inhale brings us back to downward dog. Let's do one more. Come into plank, maybe hold it here for a couple seconds, or right back to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and walk our way up to the top of our mat as we take a big exhale and forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, so you can have your hands on your thighs, wherever's comfortable for you. Exhale to forward fold and root to rise, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your arms up to the sky. Big breath in, standing nice and tall, and we'll exhale, bringing our palms to center. We'll just take a few quiet moments to ourselves here. Feeling our breath move in our body. Reminding ourselves that we are a living being and we deserve respect and kindness. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up to the sky. And exhale, let it all go. Inhale, come up. Big breath in and exhale, let it go. We'll drop our arms to the ground. We'll step it back to plank or half plank. Just come to a seated position. Sit nice and tall, grounding down through our sit bones. Feel your spine lengthen. Lift up your head. And we'll go ahead and bring our arms up to the sky, down into prayer pose. I want to say thank you for joining me in this yoga for a rainy day. I hope you have a great rest of your day or your evening, and continue to take a little bit of time for yourself, whether that's with a cup of tea, maybe a walk outside. Just take this time for you, and thank you for joining me. I will see you again very soon.